Hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Karen with Creative Paper Artisan. And today we are going to play with stretchy lace. Yes, stretchy lace. I'm not sure it's quite the same as stretchy pants, but you know, it's fun to play with. You may have seen my unboxing of the BB Craft stash that I got, and the stretchy lace here was one of the things that I got, and it's phenomenal. It is so, like I said in the last video, I wish you could feel this. It is so like floppy and soft and just, oh, I love it. I love just feeling it. It's really, I know I'm getting weird now, but anyway, it's fantastic. So it's stretchy. That's the cool part. So these are all the colors. It's just so many colors. But I'm going to stick with a pale pink because I'm going to be making a closure for this journal that I made recently. I did have just a bow tied around it. I kind of had it tied around. But I thought this would be a good one to make a stretchy closure for. So that's what we're going to play with today. It's not quite the same pink, but it's okay. Different shades of pink will make it interesting and pretty. Anyway, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. So, all right. When it comes to the stretchy lace and the stretchy closure, I would suggest that you already know what size journal you're going to be working with. Because it's stretchy, you definitely have some playroom, but I would say if you make all of your journals, roughly the same size, then you could probably mass make these. This would be a good mass making project, I think, just because it's going to be so easy. But if you're like me and I never know what my journal's going to end up like size-wise, you might just want to wait until the journal's done and then go for your closure, so that way you'll know how much you'll need. So I'm going to show you two different ways to use the stretchy lace. One is for this, and another one I'm going to create a cover just to show you the other way. And honestly, I haven't done it yet. So it's going to be a little bit of an experiment. I'm really excited about it. It's been in my head for quite a while. I've seen this type of closure in notebooks in the stores and, little boutiques and stuff. And I thought, that can't be so hard to make. So we're going to try that. We're going to play with that after we play with this. So what we're going to do is kind of eyeball how much we're going to need to make this little gal, closed up a bit. And I'm going to say about that without it being stretched too far. We don't want it to be loose. We want it to have a little bit of tightness. And I'm going to just give myself some extra playroom. So I've got this much and this much kind of overlapping. And I'm just going to go with that. And we can always trim down. This is going to be so pretty. Okay. So now, if you are a sewer, which I am not so much, although I'm trying to be more so, you can certainly hand stitch this closed, right? And if you don't want as much of a overlap, you can of course make that shorter but I would say make it substantial so that there's something grabbing onto that, because if you're going to be taking it on and off, we want it to hold nicely. But I am going to do it the lazy way or the non-sewer's way, okay? And this is kind of going to be an experiment as well. So what I'm going to do, it looks to me like it's 3 loops. 3 loops deep, I think, is what I'm going to do. That's going to be I'm going to keep that as my tightness. All right, so let's get this baby out of the way. All right, now let me rearrange myself here. Okay, I am going to staple, yes, staple, staple and then glue. And then we're going to have to let it sit for a minute, but that's okay. We're going to be keeping busy with other stuff. So I'm going to take my little Tim Holtz mini stapler because it's so darn cute. And I've got it lined up where it's the 3 little loops, have them kind of matching. Not that it really matters because we're going to be covering this up with a pretty little something. But just to keep things a little bit more orderly, I'm going to line it up and I'm going to staple here, 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 and then maybe 2 more kind of in the middle. Okay, now, like I said, you want it to be really, really sturdy because you're going to be, if you're taking it on and off a lot, there's going to be a lot of this going on, right? So what I'm going to do, call me crazy. Let me grab my little mat here. I'm going to glue with the E6000 glue along the back. And oh my goodness, hang on, this thing, I always have to use my pliers because my hands aren't very strong, and this stuff, I tell you what. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to glue where the staples are. I'm just going to spread it. I don't want it to be goopy and thick necessarily, but I do want it to have a good hold on it. So I'm just going to use my fingers. I usually don't like using my fingers. It's a tactile thing. Tactile, not tactile. I don't know. I can't talk today either, apparently. But I'm just going to spread it out a little bit like this. And I feel like that's going to give it some girth, I guess, and some strength. And we're going to go for that. And then especially on the back here, it'll kind of cover up the staples. I could have done it backwards where the smooth part is on the back. But these are so tiny and they staple so well. I don't think they're going to catch on anything. But just kind of as a safety measure, I think putting that glue there kind of coats it. And then it'll, if we need to put something on the back here, I will. Maybe like a piece of coffee stained paper or something to keep it more smooth. But I'm going to leave it like that for now. We'll see. I have a feeling I may add paper there, just to give it a little bit of smoothness. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside right here out of the way. And then what I'm going to do, I'm really excited to try this. What we're going to do is make a scrappy flower to kind of embellish that front. And this is something that I saw in one of my favorite groups, Haystack Crafty Corner, and Tabatha and Stacy did a lunchtime live thing, and they made a bunch of scrappy flowers, and they're so pretty. So I'm going to make one. I'm going to show you what they did in case you didn't catch it. And I can put a link to their group below as well because it's a really fun group. So basically, I'm going to use these materials here. And I have this die cut that I think might be a nice addition to this. So I'm going to go ahead, it's just the right size too. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges just a little bit because that's what I do. And then we're going to just kind of rip out circles in the, kind of similar in size, in different types of paper. So let me see here. See what I can come up with here. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. They're kind of grungy and scrappy and shabby, so that's part of the charm, I think. So I'm just gonna do this. Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll be good. It might actually be a little bit too big. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Just a little. I don't want a behemoth flower on the front of my journal. Don't want it to distract necessarily. I want it to kind of blend. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing with a piece of book page, because book pages are the best. And then, let's see. Yeah. It's going to be not exactly a circle, but I think that's okay. All right. And then I thought, I have this napkin that I use in a different project. I decoupaged something, and I think that might make a nice addition too. So, because it's going to be very, soft, and let me rip that off here. And let me get an idea here of the size. I just love old script. It just makes everything more magical and vintage, and I don't know. Magical and vintage aren't necessarily something that you would put together. But I like fairy tale-ish looking stuff, and to me scrap or script is fairy tale-ish. And then of course cheesecloth. I think I'm just going to add cheesecloth. This is already, it's not in a circle, but I think I can just leave it how it is. We'll see. If you hear a lot of wind and banging around, that's because we are under a tornado watch right now today. So I hope I won't blow away. We've had beautiful spring-like weather the last 3 days or so. And, it doesn't come without a price here in Tennessee. When you have spring-like weather before it's spring, it usually means tornado weather. So I'm not too worried, because where we live is, we're kind of at the bottom of a hill, and hang on, where's my I guess I'll use this. We kind of live in a bowl. Our house is in between two hills at the bottom. So it seems like, we get stormy weather here, but we've never had a tornado here. It seems like really bad storms kind of like jump over us, which I'm thankful for, because we have a dog kennel, and the thought of a tornado and dealing with all the dogs that we have with us really scares me. So thankfully, we've never really had, we've had a few limbs down here and there and had a bit of flooding, but thankfully nothing just disastrous. So I think we're actually in a good position where our property is. So, all right. So I'm going to, I meant to ink this. I think I'm going to put this little guy on the bottom. And then we'll just layer, just layer away. So I think I'll do this, then this, then this. I think I want some lace too. Hang on. Let me see. I don't really have big chunks of lace. Here, let me try. This is the lace that I put on here. So maybe I wonder if I can coordinate it a little bit. I mean, it won't be perfect, that's for sure. Just going to plop it on and have it peek out where it peeks out, I guess. I guess I'll just try. It won't hurt to try, right? So let's see. I feel like this needs to be a little bit smaller. So hold the phone. I'm hearing things blowing down outside. Gosh. Maybe we should have battened down the hatches a little bit more. Anyway. Okay. So now put that baby there. Put that there. It's a little too much hanging out. Okay. And then that there. And then that's a little bit big. Well, hang on. I'm going to scrunch it up. I'm going to scrunch it all up, but let me see. That there. And then that there. Oh, I hear thunder now. I feel like this is a little too big still. Hang on. Hang with me. Okay. Oh, there's a stink bug that's just landed next to me. Hang on. Let me take care of him too. Hold on. Get thee behind me, stink bug. Ah, yuck. Okay. All right. Oh, one of these days. The stink bugs. I'm not sure. They've been pretty bad all winter. Not sure if it's just wishful thinking that they'll go away in the summer. Probably not, because that's when all the other bugs come out. All right. Okie dokie. So I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do. All right. And again, I'm going to staple. You can certainly sew it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to staple in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of just scruff everything up a little bit. Kind of bring it up. Bring it up. Kind of like really kind of abuse it a little bit. Kind of really scrunch and scruff. There we go. Okay, and then gently pull it apart. Ask for its forgiveness. I'm sorry I scrunched you up so much. I'm sorry, but look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now need to put something in the middle. And I think I'm just going to do a button. But I don't have my buttons handy. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, let me get my cigar box of buttons out. Let's see. I think these might be too small. And let's see, these might be too big. Not really. That might be the deal. Or something. I kind of like the, I don't know. Now I don't know. Let's see, something like that. Ooh. I do kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. That's what we're going to go with. Okay. All right. This is just an old button that I've had for a long time. Okay, so it has the little loopy thing here, so I'm going to have to definitely just put a bunch of glue there and glue that, kind of have it nestle in the glue. Now, honestly, this is kind of, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's too big or not. I guess it's not. It's so pretty, though. Oh, my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm going to have to do a mass making party of these flowers. These are so much fun. Thank you, Tabatha and Stacy, for the idea. Ugh, I just love it. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to put a huge, massive glop of glue right there. Come on, come on. Ah, okay. All right, and then just nestle this puppy in there so that it has a nice solid bed of glue to live on. And we'll set that aside. It may shift a little bit as it's drying. I think that'll be okay. I don't know. We'll see. I may be okay with that. Actually, know what I'm going to do? Hang on. Learn with me here. What I'm going to do before I put that button on there permanently, I'm just going to let that glop, the gloop, glop, glob, I'm going to let it dry, actually, just a little bit. So it's not so liquid. When it dries, then it'll have a little bit more firmness to it, and then I will press that in there, maybe add a little bit more glue, and then press it in there. I think that will be the answer. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute, and let me see. Oh, okay, let me see how our little ribbon. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, I think that's gonna hold quite nicely. I'm going to just take this extra little flapper off. Save that for a rainy day, which is today. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, what I'm not sure of with this glue, sliding it on and off, it's going to be, it's kind of rubbery. I think it will kind of not catch necessarily, but it won't be a nice fluid movement. So I am going to put a little bit of, I guess just coffee stain paper, because, why not? And I have plenty of it. I have plenty of strips. So I'm just going to use about that much. A little bit, doesn't need to be that wide. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm just going to round the edges just because I feel like I need to. And I'm not sure. That's maybe too small. No, that worked. Cool. Okay. Just because I don't want anything catching. And I think the rounded corners will help prevent any sort of catching, if you catch my drift. Okay. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac. Oh my goodness, that wind is blowing. I'm surprised my dogs, you haven't heard my dogs yet. They were barking like crazy a minute ago because something on the porch knocked over. And of course they thought it was an intruder. And they went ballistic. But then they realized it's okay. All right, so that'll just be my little insurance. No one's going to see it, but it'll help, I think, have a smoother sliding action there without that rubbery glue on the back, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so how's this looking? yeah, it's kind of firming up a bit. So I'm going to set that there. We're going to set that aside to dry. Set this aside to dry. And then we will work on the other version that I was telling you about. And I'm excited to try this. Again, it's all one big fat experiment. So I don't have a cover. Actually, you need to, I don't think you can do this with an existing cover. You'll need to kind of have this be intentional when you, oh, sorry, I'm looking out the window and it's really, the rain is going sideways. That's fun. Okay, so you need to, if you're going to do this sort of enclosure, not enclosure, a closure, you'll need to know or figure that out ahead of time, that that's what you want to do. And you'll see why in a minute, because we kind of have to build the cover around the closure. So this is going to be my cover. This is from my French lilacs kit. I can put a link to that below, one of my favorites. And I went ahead and printed on the back one of the other papers. You don't have to. Most of this will be covered. I just, you can always just ink the edges. And I probably will a little bit as well, but I kind of wanted to have the prettiness around the edge without having to ink too far down. So I don't know, we'll see. I may have wasted ink on my printer. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. So this is going to be my cover. I'm going to score it in half and we're going to fold it. And then this we're going to, I'm going to cut this down and have it be kind of like a little inset on each side. So let's start with the scoring, because it's cardstock, and cardstock definitely folds easier when it's been scored. So, all right, this, I guess it doesn't really matter which one I do, but so this measures, I cut it at 10.5 just to make it a nice easy measurement, which means half would be 5.25. So let's score that puppy right there. Okay. And I have a feeling it's not quite, oh, it's close to half. I'm not sure these are always accurate, to be honest. Ugh. Okay, it's okay. Close enough. Close enough. All right, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like I've got a little bit overhang here. Let me trim that down just a little bit. It's like it's just a shade, but I think it's gonna bother me. I think it's gonna bother me. And actually my paper cutter, I don't think cuts 100% square either. So it's a little bit off too. Everything's a little wonky, but that's okay. Nothing that the naked eye will discern, I think. All right, so I'm gonna round these corners because I think that will, probably gonna use the big round side. Because I think that will really lend itself well to what we're going to be doing here. Okay. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing. Let me get my little mat again. Where'd that go? Ay. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is the front, this is the back. What we're going to do, well, first of all, I need to pick my color. Let's see, I was going to do one of the purples. Let's see, which purple? This one's more of a plum. I love this color. Oh, that's gorgeous. But this purple is brighter, which I'm not usually into bright colors, but I think it would would go well too. Oh my goodness, now I don't know. And I could also go with the blue. One of the blues, maybe. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. So many gorgeous choices here from BB Craft. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty nice, too. I'm not usually a bright blue fan. But that's kind of nice, too. Oh, my goodness. What am I going to do now? Now I have 3 choices. Let's see, this one? No. Oh, goodness gracious. And then there's also the cream. Nah. Okay, well, son of a gun. I'm actually leaning towards the blue, which is completely shocking me. I'm completely shocked. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's lovely too, though. Oh, man. Oh, man, do I like that. Oh, man. I'm at a quandary now. Too many beautiful. Yeah, not that one. Okay, I eliminated that one. All right, let's see. Between the blue and the purple. I wish you guys could interact with me right now and you could vote. But by the time you see this, I'll have made my decision. Let's see. I absolutely love that, but this is shocking me in how much I like that. That's very fresh. I think I'm going to go with fresh. I'm going to go outside my comfort zone a little bit. Am I? This is horrible. I'm gonna go with this. I don't know. The fact that I keep going back to that is telling me just go for it. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, and this is comfortable. So I'm gonna go outside my comfortable zone. Of course, I could do green too. No, stop it, Karen. We're gonna go with the blue. I'm gonna go with the blue, which I'm totally, like I said, totally shocked that that's what I'm going for. But it goes nicely with the blues there, I think. It's fresh. It's very fresh. Okay. All right. Enough of that. So what we're going to do is it's going to come around, and you've probably seen these too in the stores. It's going to come around. We're going to attach it on the back. And when you have your signature in there and you want to open it up, you just slide it off this way, right? Right? You picking up what I'm laying down here? So what we need to figure out is how long we need it. I'd say we're going to set it about there. And we definitely want to have enough to grab so that it's sturdy. So I'm going to say right about there. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So, but we don't want these ugly, ends, not ugly, but I don't want raw ends on the thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to hide them. Okay. How are we going to hide them, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because what we're going to do is we're going to cut little slits, and then we're going to tuck the slits in on the inside. Okay. Okay. So let me see. This is about where I want it about there. So I'm going to just, with my pencil, make a slit or make a little mark. We want the slit to be so that there's going to be quite a bit, hanging past it so we can secure it down. So I'm going to just eyeball it here. I'm going to say, make the slit about there. Let me make sure I'm in camera. Yes, I am. Okay. About there. I'm going to do a little mark on both sides of the thing. And then just to stay, oh my goodness, knocking things over. Just to stay kind of symmetrical, I'll try to do the same distance on the other end. So it's about 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4 of an inch. I'm feeling really awkward right now with 3/4 of an inch is about there. Okay. All right. I am pretty ambidextrous, so I guess that comes in handy sometimes. So I'm going to say right there. Okay. So we'll move the lace. I don't know if you can see my little marks, but I marked right here. Okay. So now I do want the marks to be lined up. By, you know, close enough. I don't want like one over here and one over here, the slits, you know. So I want to make sure that they are going to be pretty lined up. And I'm trying to find, okay, there we go. There's the mark. There's the mark. So that was the beginning of the one edge of the lace. And that was the other edge of the lace. And that's not quite, well, my marks aren't exactly flush. So that's what I wanted to see. Because I'm eyeballing it again, but the ruler is helping me. Yeah, right there. And right there. And then the other edge of the lace. Ooh, where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Okay, I need to do it this way, don't I? So I can see. So the edge was there, and then the edge was there. Is that? That's almost level. I think it was like that. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. You can always make the slit a little bit bigger if we need to. So, sorry. Bear with me. This is kind of a little tedious, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Okay. So doing that there. Doing that there. Okay. All right. Now, I know you can't see my marks very well, but trust me on this. Trust me on this one. All right. So I have my marks here. Oh, well, didn't quite go down far enough on this one. The pencil marks are a little hard to see on this paper. But I don't want to do it with anything other than pencil because I want to be able to erase it, you know? Okay. Okay, so now comes the scary part. Bringing out the blades. Bringing out the blades, man. That's okay. All right, so I want to make sure that the slit will be big enough for the lace, but not too big. Okay, it's just a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's a little bit less for measuring from where the lace dips into this edge. It's a little bit less than that, which I think will work. If not, we can always make it bigger. So, okay. I don't know why I keep putting my ruler away. I have to keep grabbing it. Okay, so I'm going to go along here. And I may need to stand up to do this because the glare is a little distracting. So, okay, so I'm going to make my slits where my marks are. All right. Here comes the test. All right, so I'm going to have have the lace like this. So I need to thread it in like this. And this lace, again, I can't tell you how fantastic it is. It's so floppy and beautiful and soft. Oh my goodness. Okay. So yeah, I think doing it just a little bit less than where the dip comes was good, because that will help, rather than doing it the whole width. That will help keep it kind of keep it in place as well. So I went 3 loops in, and then we're gonna wrap it around here, and then pull this baby in here, and then I'm gonna say another 3 loops. Well, I kind of cut a loop in half, so we'll see. I think that'll be good, because then once this is full, it's a little bit loose. Actually, it's not too bad. And then once this actually has signatures in it, it'll be even more tight. So look, it's already working. It's already working so well. But we definitely want to secure it, right? But then we want to hide these too, don't we? Yes, we do. So I'm going to just glue them down with Tabatha. Okay, so the other thing that I was thinking why this lace is so perfect for this is because it's so thin. It's not going to add a lot of bulk when we add the cover, you know. So what I'm going to do now is cut two panels. Actually, I only really need to do it for this side, don't I? I can leave that. The front and back don't have to be the same. Nobody said that had to be, right? Because this is so pretty. But I do want to cover that up. So what I'm going to do is measure. I'm going to say, I'm going to cut it to 5 by 7 3/8 maybe. Yeah, 5 by 7 3/8. We'll start there. Let me grab this monster. And you know, I haven't. Well, maybe no, I can't. The other one doesn't measure as far out. So, what did I say? 5. I want to use that side. 5. I still haven't ordered the new blade for this, but since this is cardstock, I think it actually might cut fine without ripping it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. 5 by, what did I say? Oh my goodness. 7 3/8 or 7 3/4. Let's see. Hang on. I want to use that. 7 3/4. Okie dokie. Was I right? I was. Okay. Yay. All right. I love it when I'm right. I mean, I like to think I'm always right, but some people would beg to differ. So I'm gonna round the 2 corners that match. Just because We want that to look nice. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this. So let me ink the edges. I'm going to ink the edges of this and then ink the edges of this. Okay, so I have inked the edges of this and this inside and out just to make it have that beautiful finished look. Now, I'm just going to simply glue this down. And it's going to hide those raw edges, and it's going to look fabulous, I think. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, I'm not going to use, I think I'm going to use, this is a really strong glue stick. I'm going to use a glue stick just so that there's not like a pattern. Every time I use the art glitter glue, there's like, you can see where I did it. If I were to brush the glue on, maybe that'd be a different story. But I'm too lazy. I mean, I'm too efficient to do that. So for the body, for the main gluing of this, I'm going to just use my glue stick, and then I will use the art glitter glue just along the very edges, just to give it a really good hold on the edges, because I don't want them lifting up. But I think the middle will be just fine with, oh, come on now. Don't do this to me again. It does it to me all the time. Okay, you know what? I don't want this to dry out. So I'm gonna bring the glue stick all the way to the edges and then get the art glitter glue in there afterwards if I need to. Oh, I don't want to have too much glue on the front there. Okay. All right. Let's glue that down. Oh my goodness, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. Let me and see, the lace is not so bulky, so there's not like a big mound of fabric happening there, you know? This lace is really quite perfect for this type of a project. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited I found it. Thank you, BB Craft. I am loving this. Okay. So there you go. Now, I'm not going to go through and make a whole journal right now, but I just wanted to make this cover to show you how you can do this. And there is plenty of give, so we can fill this puppy up nice and fat if we wanted to, and it will keep it nice and in control. All right, so that is that's a fabulous option for this stretchy lace. Now let's go back to our other closure. Let me see if my button's not quite. It's still working on drying. I might need to give it a little more time, but for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and glue her down. The button will just have to, take its sweet time. So I'm just going to glue this down onto where I put the staples, and so no one will ever see that. And I think because this is such a chunky monkey, I'm going to use the E6000 again. I don't want to flip it over too much and ruin my button. Maybe I should have figured out a way to take off that loop. Okay. So since I have that paper on the back there, I don't have to worry about the glue seeping through the lace at this point. Okay. All right, so we're going to let that dry. I'm going to give that a chance to dry. And when it does, I'll come back and we will put it on the little journal here and see how well it works, okay? Stay with me. All right, I'm back. And this beauty has dried. And actually what I ended up doing, that little loop that was on the back of the button, it was just, I couldn't get it to just glue nice and firm. So I just took my little itty bitty wire cutters. What do I do with them? Oh yeah, the little itty bitty wire cutters. And I just popped that loop right off and made it flat. And now I've got a nice sturdy center for this flower. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. All right. So it's done. It's done. So let's see how well it works here. Watch the magic happen. Oh my goodness. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'll put it under my bow here. Okay. All right. Look at it. I love it. Whoops. Running out of room here. So yeah, maybe I'll just have it set like that off to the side, or you can do it in the middle. What if we did that? No, that doesn't work so well. Okay. I think I like it off to the side. Okay. One done. All right, now let me pull this one back out. Everything is dry. And I mean, easy breezy. I'm so excited about how easy this was, to be honest. I've seen this in, store-bought journals that I've seen and bought and such, and I thought, come on now, that can't be that hard. And of course you could, oh goodness, my little camouflage sheet here is falling. You could also embellish it further. I don't really have anything, well, hang on. As I was waiting for the glue to dry, I made some more scrappy flowers. Oh, aren't they so pretty? I was thinking this one might actually work. I was going to say maybe one of my wax clusters, but those colors, I'm not sure about those colors. There's too many different blues going on there. And this actually has purples. Oh, okay. So that might be happening. And there's butterflies on that button. Ooh. So, just easy breezy, just glue that down. Boom. Just make sure there's something underneath. I'll probably put wax paper or parchment paper, or maybe just even my non-glue mat just underneath that, so that I could glue that on there. And then, ta-da! Oh, love it. Anyway, I highly, highly recommend this lace from BB Craft. Highly. And I can't stop saying how good it feels in my hands. It's just so floppy and soft, and it's so, oh, I love it. You have to get it just so you can hold it in your hands like this, because it's lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. So I'll put a link to this lace below as well. And there you go. 2 different ways to use stretchy lace for a closure. I think it's a success. I love it, and I will be doing it more often. That is for sure. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. If you think my videos have any worth for you, and hit that notification bell so that you can know anytime I have a new one that I pop out. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff happening. I'm going to be doing another announcement very soon. Something I'm going to implement, and we're going to have a little trial run of something. And I will tell you all about that soon enough in the next video or so. So thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Have so much fun creating a beautiful life. Bye.